We're on Negaim Perek Yud Bet Mishnah Gimel, third Mishnah in the 12th chapter of Masechet Negaim. We're talking about Negaim Habayit. Okay, Negaim Habayit, the Tzaraat on a house. Says the Mishnah, V'kama avanim yo. We said it had to have eitzim and avanim and afar. The last Mishnah, I think it said, right, it has to be avanim, rocks, eitzim, beams, wood, v'afar, and dirt. And without that, without those three elements in the wall, then the house is not a candidate for tzaraat. So how many avanim? Rabbi Shmuel says arba. Rabbi Kiva omer shmone. Rabbi Shmuel says 4, and Rabbi Kiva says 8. Why? Shaya Rabbi Shmuel omer. Rabbi Shmuel said ad shiyira'eh kishnei grisin al shtei avanim or al even echad. You have to see two, as opposed to tzaraat, which means one grease. In tzaraat habayit, you have to have two grisim. You have to have two grisim. Why? Because they're learning that obviously from the psukim. What is the pasuk? The Torah says, "Dichtiv v'ra'ayat hanega v'hinei hanega." It says nega and nega. You see the nega and the nega. Melamed teaches us she'ein nigei batim mitamin ad shiyu shnei grisim. You have to have two grisim. So the question is, do you have to have two grisim? Rabbi Shmuel says it has to be on either shtei avanim, 2 stones, or even echad, 1 stone. So therefore, it has to be on each wall of the house. This is as really on one. So it has to be a possibility on each wall. And you don't need only even echad. One stone is enough. So you have to have 4 stones in the whole house. That's how many stones you have to have, 1 for each one. Rabbi Kiva says no. Ad shira'eh kishnei grisim al shtei avanim lo even echad. It has to be on 2 rocks and not on 1. So therefore, since he says 2 rocks, therefore concurrently he says you need Shemona, you need 8 rocks in the house because you have to have the possibility of 2 rocks on 2 walls. Okay? L'chol kotel, shtei avanim. Every wall has to have 2 rocks. Rabbi Elazar, Rabbi Shimon Omer says, Rabbi Elazar, Rabbi Shimon, ad shira'eh kishnei grisim, al shtei avanim, b'shnei ktalim b'zavit. It's not enough that you have 2 rocks. It has to be on two different rocks on 2 walls. It has to form a corner. 2 rocks in the corner, or kokishnei grisim v'rachbo kagris. The width, meaning they have to be adjacent to one another, connected. You see, I'm making a corner with my fingers, right? Adjacent to one another in the corner, and its width, its length is 2 grisim, and its height or its width is one gris. This is about Tanura. Talmud Rabbi Elazar, Rabbi Shimon, he says, the Chsiv says kir, uktiv kirot. It says kir and kirot. Eze kir shu kirot. Where is there a kir that's like kirot? Omer is the Keren Zavid. That must be Keren Zavid is the corner. And every kir, and every wall, you have to have a nega. I mean, you have to have one grease on one corner. You can't see me. And 1 grease on another corner, and they adjacent to one another. It has to be the grease on each one. And therefore, they have to be adjacent, 2 corners next to each other. Bartunur says, Halacha Kirabi Akiva. We'll stop here, dedicate our learning as we always do to memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Make it a great day.